Okay, so you're on the road with Duke Robillard.
Well, no, I'm on the road with Duke Robillard's band.
Okay.
Duke Robillard is playing with Bob Dylan, and the band's out of work, so it worked for everybody.
All right. All right.
It worked good. And I went back to Boston to do these dates back there. Bruce Bears is this piano player that I stayed at his place and worked the gigs from there. Then we'd come back to his place like that. He lives in Medford, a little outskirt of Boston, and says to me, Monday, we worked heavy, 2 gigs a day sometimes, a lot of driving and playing just nonstop. Finally, I've got one day off, and it's Monday, it's Patriot Day. Also happens to be the Boston Marathon. But I'm thinking I get to see Paul Revere ride down the street. I'm there. Their daughter's in the marching band, and we go see the marching band play in the cemetery and then go over, and Paul Revere rides by, and I get the picture, and I'm like, yeah. Also, my folks are from Boston, so I'm getting to see Boston where my folks are from. So this is fun on a lot of levels. And then, boom, we're driving to the coast, and on the radio comes this, and to see the faces of the people that live there just go, no, no, not here. The Boston Marathon's their precious baby, and no, you know, it was really passionate and personal to the people that live there. And it was quite an insight, because here I am learning about Boston and where my family came from. I found out when I got home that Medford's where my dad was born. So I'm checking this out from a historic standpoint, and more history starts happening right then. The initial anchor date, the reason I went there, was actually for Bill Wack's radio show, XM Radio in D.C. And that's where I was going the next day. So I wound up writing about, called Boston Blues, because Boston, I mean, still has the blues now, you know, and we're still following it. It's still unfolding. But what I saw was this horrific event, and then all this good rise up. And I thought that's the important thing. Is sometimes we get jaded by these shootings or bombings. That what's society coming to, or what's our species coming to? But what I saw was our species rising above that and saying, no, no, this is uncool, and most people aren't like that. There's way more good than bad. So sometimes the blues take you to a better place, and that's the side of it. People say blues are depressing, and I think, well, I think they help take you out of the depression, and that's the importance to me. So that's what I've learned.
So you had to write a song.
Well, I made up these lyrics that were on my mind, and I was going to record at XM, and I hadn't prepared, and I didn't know I was going to record in a studio. I thought we were just going to talk and I'd pick a little, and now I can't. If they're going to record it, to make a recording, which I wasn't prepared for, and had a borrowed guitar and so on, I had to come up with new stuff. And I had written this in the morning anyway, just because it was on my mind, so it was very spontaneous. And I still don't really have it finished.
It's in progress.
Yeah, I got to clean it up, but and I've thought of other verses since, but we'll see the thought.
All right.
We'll hear the thought. We'll get the,
okay. Because
this is real life here, and I think it affects so many people beyond Boston. That's even more important, I think. Is, look out, Boston Blues. Boston Blues, Boston Blues. You know by now, Boston Blues, baby's all in the air, all in the news. It's in the news and everywhere. You know Boston Blues everywhere. Now don't let those souls, don't let the poor souls, don't let those souls pass in vain. Some crazy man is saying. Well, I saw more love that day. People, I saw more love than I saw hate. Yeah, Boston got more love than it got hate. Those Boston Blues, those street. Been out around the world, you know. Yeah. Boston blues round the world, and at your feet. Old Boston blues at everybody's feet.